Pop it right about the blue.
Okay, so I left my job as an attorney around 3 years ago now in order to do OF, make spicy content on the internet, and I have literally never been happier. Now, I make over 10 times more doing this than I would be making as a lawyer, and that's great. I'm not going to lie, but that is not the reason I'm so happy because if it was reversed and I would be making what I make now as a lawyer and I would be making 10 times less doing this, I still would choose to do this. Now, granted, even with that, I would still have enough to pay my bills and, have some money left over for leisure. I just wouldn't have enough to like live a life of luxury. So I believe money is very important up to that threshold. And then after that, things like freedom, time, autonomy, flexibility, those are the reasons that I'm so happy now and I absolutely love this job. Those of you that dream of big money and want the job that's going to make you the most money, remember that the happiest professions are not the professions that make the most money, and the relationship between happiness and life satisfaction and money is certainly not linear. Plus, we all fall victim to the hedonic adaptation or the hedonic treadmill where you eventually go back to your baseline levels of happiness, especially with something like money anyway. So the data just bears out that people do far better actually making a little bit less money. Now, granted, people that are still able to pay their bills and have some quality of life. But instead doing something that they find more meaningful allows them that autonomy and flexibility, and they're not just dreading their life and hating it every second of the day. So we can look at a lot of European countries that tend to be happier than we are, that aren't capitalistic societies, that aren't just chasing money, but instead choose to prioritize things like leisure and personal relationships. Now, I understand that's not a reality that most of us have here in the United States, but I think that it points to my point here, which is that money is important, but it's certainly not the thing that's going to make you happy once you get out of survival. And I would rather be making under 6 figures a year to have the lifestyle that I do now than to have a corporate lifestyle and be making 15 times the amount.